Welcome to Guitar Fun 101. Today we have Rochelle.
Thank you.
And we're going to be learning a song by REO Speedwagon for you older folk. And for you younger folk, you know, you might find that you actually like this song and you want to learn it too.
This is gonna be the best one yet. If I remember the chords and I don't forget.
This is not the easiest song that we've worked on, so if you find that these chords are hard to play, you can go to an earlier episode and try that out, or go to Guitar Fun 101 and there's plenty over there to do too. So, all right, here we go. So, for starters, we are gonna learn what chords that we're gonna use. So, our first chord is gonna be G.
G.
And you already know that one. That's great. All right, now for those of you who don't know it, we're going to use our pointer finger, the middle finger, and the third, and we're going to put our pointer on string 5. 1 is your smallest string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fret 2. Good. And then you're going to put your middle finger on the biggest string, 3rd fret, and then you want your ring finger on string 1, 3rd fret. All right, as always, for those of you who are still learning your chords, remember to press using your fingertips, and you want to keep your fingers curled versus straight, right? And you want to use pressure, keeping your thumb behind the board. And then we check each string and make sure that it rings. Good. Now retest.
Number 3?
That
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah.
what might be happening there?
I'm not pressing hard enough.
That could be. There you go. Yep. Solved.
Perfect.
All right. So that's our first chord.
Okay.
Our next chord is a C.
Okay.
So the C is played like, we're going to use our pointer finger on string 2, fret 1, our middle finger on string 4, fret 2, and our 3rd finger on string 5, fret 3. Perfect. And then we're going to test them all again. Nice. Okay. So what could be happening?
I'm thinking my fingers are laying a little too flat.
Nice.
Not the tips aren't really strong on the string. Still.
So those of you at home practicing along, you're going to have the same exact things happening. So know that the reason that I can play this chord quick is because what you haven't seen is, 20 years of this. All right? So it won't take you 20 years. It'll take you maybe 20 minutes. So just work at it and try to get each chord clear.
Wow, that's hard.
Yeah. So let's fast forward and pretend that you were working on it for about 10 or 20 minutes. Our next chord is D.
Yep.
And a D is your pointer finger on string 3, middle finger string 1, both on fret 2, and your 3rd finger on string 2, fret 3. Okay, so there's one trick with the D chord. Don't strum string 6. Just leave it be. Perfect.
It changed the sound.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so we're going to work on this song in 2 parts.
Okay.
So let's talk about timing.
Okay.
All right? So each chord is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 strums and 4 beats, and we're going to try to keep them even. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A downbeat is when your hand is clapping, right? Down, And upbeat is when your hand goes back up. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the more stable that you can keep it, the more people groove, the more people feel it. If you have a hard time with the groove, it only means that you get to practice it even more, and it's a lot of fun to practice. So we'll just work on that.
Okay.
So let's just grab a G chord and practice down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? So we're skipping the up strum, right? On purpose. Good. All right, so now let's count those out loud.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, so you have pretty good timing. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna, for those of you who are newer to chords, we're gonna throw you off. Sorry. We're gonna practice switching. So first thing is, forget about the timing. Can you switch? Here's one way. G, you can play an altered G with 4 using your pinky, your ring, your pointer, and your, right? So instead of just playing a G, using your third,
Yep.
put your third on string 2, yeah, and put your pinky on string 1,
Okay.
and then play a regular G. So you want that there.
Ooh.
Yeah, G. What that does is it lets you play an easier C just by doing this, by just switching your fingers over.
I'm watching you.
Yeah,
Did you do it? Did you
So-
switch? Oh, you just brought them down?
yep.
Okay.
Okay, close, close. So, ready? Each finger simply goes over to the next string.
Okay.
Same fret though. So start from a G. Perfect. And then just move each one down. Perfect. Perfect.
Huh, didn't know that.
Yeah. So G. And then you got a C. Yep. So 4 of G. 4 of C. Now I know that there's someone at home saying, hey, but I know this C here, and I know this G here. If you want to use those, it's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Regular G. All right, they both work. I find this a little more difficult at first, but in the end, I find it a little bit easier. All right, so
I'll
your
probably
choice.
use the old C
Good.
because I'm more comfortable with it.
Okay, so you can use that one, and I'll use this one.
Okay.
And here we go. Ready? So choose a rhythm that's slow enough.
Okay. I'm going to do this on my own, or you're going to do it with me?
I'm gonna do it too. So
Okay.
let's pick, yeah, like something that's a little slow. 2, 3, 4. And let's go back. So just practice that until you actually have it. Good. All right, so let's fast forward. Say that you've practiced this for about 10 or 15 minutes, right? We'll move on. Next chord's D. All right, so let's go 4 Gs. 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 Ds. And then go back to G. All right, so once again, that's 4 of each chord. 4 Gs, 4 Cs, 4 Ds, and 4 Gs.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we'll put that up for you so that you can see it clearly. And it's going to look like this. All right. Perfect. All right. Good. Okay, now that is the verse.
I have a question. So when you start with the G chord, G,
Yep.
C, D, G, is there an intro that you do before you actually start the G, C, D, G?
Good
or
question.
Are you doing G and then you start singing on the C?
I would introduce it just so it's like throwing cold water. You just want to kind of get into the water a little bit. Maybe just play through the whole thing once. And then start there.
Okay.
Heard it from a friend. Heard it from a friend. Heard it from another. You've been messing around.
Say you got a boyfriend. You're out there every weekend. You're talking about you and it's bringing me down.
And then, perfect. All right, so we've got that part. And I messed up, which is actually perfectly normal. So if you are messing up, don't feel bad. It's fun. This is not about being perfect. If you're trying to be perfect, guitar playing is going to be such a downer for you that you just might as well throw your guitar out right now and just go out and just have a good time. So the pressure is best left outside of practice, okay? Because we're in no rush here. We'll get it. So let's just say that we've practiced and we have part 1 down. Next is part 2, but we're going to transition first
Okay.
to it, okay? And there's this little walk down. All right, so here's what it is, okay? By itself, it's...
Oh, that's cool.
So try that first. Go. Good. Now play your G chord, any version of it that you're playing, and go. And then take your pointer and go like that.
Okay.
All right. So let's try that again. We'll go G, and then go to the...
Lift the middle finger off,
Yep.
and then index finger up.
Perfect. And then just lift it. All right, good. Now we're going to change up a little bit. G. And then E minor. Perfect. So you got... All right. Good. All right, so 1, 2, and then we'll just stop from there. So once you hit that E minor chord, what we're going to do is we're going to do back to our regular old rhythm, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right, so section 2 is an E minor, which is played like this. It's one of those easy chords with only 2 fingers. But remember, check each string quickly. Okay. Yep. And then we're going to go to C. which is something that we already worked on, and then D. And then G. All right, so let's just practice just the chorus. All right. So that's chorus 1. The first time around, we play that.
Okay.
The second time around, we make one switch, and it's, let's see, 4 of E's, 4 C's, but then we're going to go to A minor 4 times, and then we're going to go to D 4 times. All right? Congratulations, that's the whole song. There's nothing more to work on. There's another part that we aren't going to do. It's the solo section. Let's just skip that, and if you want to get into that, just email us and we'll help you out with that part.